Well, 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 Joel Elconin, what do you know? Welcome to Pre-Market Prep at the close, everyone. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin, and we were talking this morning, or I should say Dennis was talking this morning about how gold was setting up nicely for a short. How can you be bullish the banks here? And what do you know? Reversal Thursday. Joel, not a
Oh
day we
no, and now
expected.
we're gonna have to hear him tomorrow. Oh,
Uh,
I can't believe I got so much cash. Oh Lord, the market's going without me. Buy the dip, don't sell the rip. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow's show. But it's a tough day.
it
I
is.
don't know. It's not a turnaround Tuesday because it's Thursday. Just a tough market. I think if you're doing some intraday trading here and you're looking for home runs, man, you better go back to singles, doubles, and triples because polar opposite markets this morning, and we're getting in some action here going into the late into the session. It's the Spencer Israel sell off. But we dipped down to 27.60. We obliterated the pre-market low. We went down to 27.60 and a quarter. Really did have a relevant level to look at. 27.55 and a quarter was something I was looking at. April 24th low, but when you got down that low, it just didn't feel like it was going to get there. Bounce turned around. We went green, and we went green by quite a bit. We went all the way up to 28, 38, 50. Not much up there. We came hard down through that area uh, yesterday and the day before. So we'll be looking at overnight. But in reality, we just might have hit the bottom of a 27.50 to 29.50 trading range, and maybe we'll chop around for a day or two and go back up to that 29.50 area. Crude in the green, crude's helping out, up over $2 here in the after hour session. We talked about that getting over 27 and holding. It did that with a vengeance, got up to 28.27. Dennis, I don't know if he put that gold shorter on or not, but the gold futures are up $20.6 here in the after hours session at 1736.60. Silver going the same way in a big way. That's up over 3% at 16, and a half. And why not buy Bitcoin? Bitcoin up $520. We talked about that this morning. It was trending back towards 10,000. That's up $520. The futures at 9,900 or 9,790.
All right, so Dennis always says pay attention to your leaders and who's leading you today. Well, today it is the banks. If you look at the XLF, it's up 1.5% or so, but within that, the big banks are really driving us here. Just looking at the daily performance of the big banks here, and I see Wells Fargo leading the charge up 7%. JP Morgan, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Bank of America, both up 4%. Citigroup up 3%. The big banks cashing a bid. Who would have
Yeah,
thunk?
and I just yeah, we buried or Dennis. I'll say Dennis buried those banks this morning, and for good reason. I mean, they had just been getting lit up like a Christmas tree. The Wells Fargo was really your leader. I was looking at that, did the article of the day on that, and boy, it went down to 25. It popped to 33, but it came down and made a new low of the move. It took out 25.11. The low of the move, folks, back when the S&Ps were at 2,200. It went to 22 even yesterday, and that looked like a good level. And then I think what you had a lot of people leaning short. I think a lot of people think that Buffett's going to come in and sell. And like who wants to be short if Warren Buffett is I mean, who wants to be long if Buffett is disclosing that he's out of the Wells Fargo? So you went down 22 even, went to 22.02 today, I think, bounced. Going back, this of course revisionist history here, but I went back and there was a couple monthly lows in July of 2009. So you had a couple monthly lows supporting that, and boom, we're right back up here, 345, man. Nice pop here. We're back up at the highs of the session, 28.38.50. Is this a turning point for Wells Fargo? I mean, a double bottom on the monthly charts, double bottom on the dailies, over $24. So, hey, Warren comes out and says he bought more, which I doubt. It could be off to the races, but you got a good level to lean on here. 24.59, the high. Looks poised to close over $24. So selling tech a little bit today and buying the bank stocks.
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you make of the fact that tech has not been the leader here? If you look at,
It
I
makes
mean,
me
tech's
happy. It makes me
okay.
happy. Yeah, I do. I would rather see a little bit more diversification in the market instead of watching these six stocks go up every day. They take a
Yeah.
breather. You need a little bit more diversification in the market. So hey, I mean it makes me much more optimistic about the market when, you still have Amazon up 6.5, Google's in the red.
Mhm.
It's not like they're trashing these stocks or anything, but it's good to see rotation in the market and some other stocks getting some love just besides the big boys. I think it's good for the market.
Yeah, international is not really following suit here. Just really, this is a U.S. driven rally. Tech flirting with unchanged, but it is behind. We mentioned financials today. It's behind the energy sector. It's behind materials, utilities, consumer discretionary. So it's behind. It's even behind healthcare. So yeah, I mean a lot. Market breadth today is wide. Tech is
Yeah,
not
and I'm
the.
just look. Yeah, I'm just looking at CVX here. I mean, that's up 1%. ExxonMobil not really participating in the rally off the low, but yeah, it's the crude. It's
Mhm.
some of the other energy stocks, and then that's really banks. That's banks and
Yeah.
energy.
Crude, they like the report that global supply is going down.
Yeah, and
That
you
was
got
out
the
this
rig
morning.
count
So
tomorrow. That was like at a like world record low or something. So, I mean, there's no doubt that once the economy gets back and going, and there's going to be some demand for the demand has to go up because it was
right.
almost at zero. So, oil leading the charge along with the banks. That it's good that the oil's helping out the banks a little bit less worries about the loans, the bank loans. I did notice though, man, uh Delta Airlines, whew, that
Didn't
took
see
out
it.
the low of the move and did it by a wide margin, went to 1751 and now back up over 32 or back over 1932 is where that's trading. So I don't know. The old take out the low of the move, fake out and rally. I don't know, but new multi-year low for Delta. I think I saw something that they have like 7,000 extra pilots they're overstaffed for. So there's a lot. Disney reaches a deal with unions on safeguards to return to work. So there's
Yeah, I saw
probably
that.
little pop there in
I
the
mean,
market. So that's good for people returning to work at Disney World.
I don't know. We will probably get some 13Fs today.
Okay.
Probably a couple. Well, they'll squeeze them in today, and then the rest will be tomorrow after the close. Tomorrow afternoon, or at least after the close. I expect we won't get warrants until tomorrow, but I could be wrong. Let's look
Just
at some.
remember, folks, this is what people did over the last 3 months. And there's
Right.
going to be a reaction. There's going to be high frequency trading reaction. But, when they say Warren was buying something, he was doing it during the last 3 months. He's not buying at these prices. And
Yep.
same with selling. So just keep that in mind if you're an active, headline trader on that.
All right, let's look at a couple individual names here. We didn't get to a lot of them this morning, but that's okay. We can
No, because we
talk about
let
them
us
now.
talk about banks and gold the whole time.
Yeah, we let him. He just kind of talks over us.
I
Let's
could have
look.
taken the day off, but
I know.
the problem is I have nowhere to go, nothing to do. So
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, let's do a couple individual names, and then we'll do some names from the chat. I'm looking at Smile Direct Club. They had earnings after the
oh,
close yesterday. They reported EPS loss of 28 cents per share on sales of $196 million. The sales missed and the EPS missed the estimates. So they said that their shipments for their unique aligners were up 12%, but it's everything was just pivoting towards online sales like everything else. But
All
I don't
right,
like it.
we just got a nice bump here. I expect to see some buying balances here. Just bumped up. We're making new highs for the session. Just hit 28.4250. So it looks like we are going to be rallying into the close. We will see what comes out. But I mean, I'm almost 100% sure it's going to be 727, 348 million to the buy side for
Wait,
the
wait,
buying
wait, wait, wait. What
balances.
was that? What was that number?
You know me. 728 million, 300. I can't even
Okay.
repeat it.
Okay. You
You
can't
know I
remember.
make stuff up, Spencer. You should know that by now.
Okay.
All
Uh,
right. Current high 42.50. Currently trading 42 even. Looks like they're going to rally this puppy into the close. Uh, who knows? Tuesday's close 28.52.50. Who would have thunk we were going to see that today? When we were trading down at 27.60, over an 80-point rally off the lows of the session. So looking good here as we're heading into the close. Smile Direct Club. We did talk about it on the show, but if anybody was listening to my hot mic take today, I talked about that, and
what'd you say?
I said I really like the 630 area for potential support
Well, look at
because
you.
I got lucky. Did I buy it there? No, but and this is I'll give you guys just a little trick here. When my numbers and my levels, I can't show you my screens. I have to kill you. But when I look at my data window here and I'm looking for something, it stuck out 630 stuck out to me because April 28th there was a low of 613. April 29th 640. The 30th 660. The following day 663. The following day 660. So there was someone that probably wanted to buy a zillion shares, around 650. So they were patient. They let it get down to 613 and they started coming in, and then they finally had to pay up to 660. So when I was looking for it to come down this morning, that was the area I was looking at, and it got to what is the low for today? Low for the day is 631. So if 650, you might have been a little bit early. 613, you wouldn't have got it. It's rebounding. The stock has just had a tough time since its IPO. I don't know when it went to 778. Holy mackerel. It had a pop to 778. I wonder if that was a bad print. That was around 11:15. The only significance I would say on that is, boy, anybody that was, marked at 772, they must have been happy as all get out to see that thing trade 778. So after that report, couldn't hold it. Wild day in Smile Direct Club. No position, nor will I be taking a position in that issue.
All right. Two earnings reports after the close that interest me: Applied Materials, AMAT, and Aurora Cannabis, ACB. I'll pull up AMAT here, and it is running up into its report, Joel.
Yeah, this has been a pretty good performer. Tech stock, right? I don't know exactly what they do, but exactly what are they, chips or whatever?
Yeah, they're
Ooh,
semis.
this is an interesting chart, folks. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at this. Makes a new high for the rebound today. The other high that it had was 54.41. Then you had a 54.49. You hit 54.45 today. So if they like this report, they rip it to 54 and a half here. I wouldn't want to be short this thing. But that's the high of the rebound. Your next stopping point would be, I see one high at 54.99. But if they really get some momentum going to the upside, 56.17. That was your March 10th high. But bunching up here, someone definitely selling stock here ahead of the report, 54.50. If it goes in decline, way off the low of the session 49.66, your 2-day low 50.40. So if you are shorting this thing or you're looking to pull it back, get it in on the cheap today off buy the dip opportunity, I'd say $50. That'd be an interesting area just because it splits the lows from the last two sessions.
And then Aurora Cannabis, I had to do a double take here when I looked at the
The
chart earlier
reverse split,
because,
right?
yeah, reverse split, I completely forgot. So 1 for 12 reverse split went into effect a couple of days ago on the 11th. So we're sitting here now in the mid sixes, which is
You
well
got.
above where we were pre-split. Pre-split levels. I think it was, what was it? Was it under a dollar pre-split? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what the numbers are, but I don't think I've seen this in a long time. All right. So this is going back to April of 2019. Pull up the monthly.
Yeah, I
Have
know
you
you're.
seen
I know
this?
I've seen this chart too. I knew where you were going with this. They haven't had actually June.
They did.
June.
They did.
The June of last year was the last up month they had.
12, 13, 14. It's been down 14 out of 15 months in a row. Folks, this is what the bear market stock looks like. Okay. I don't know if what the potentials are for it and what happened after the reverse split, but this has to be one of the ugliest charts that I've seen in a long time. So I don't know if you want to buy it off the report. I don't know what's going on in the cannabis. I mean, we really, this whole COVID crisis, cannabis is really taking a back seat, right? Because I don't know.
A majority of these businesses are allowed to were allowed to stay open because
Yeah.
they're deemed essential. So
Yeah.
they're doing and California said they're allowed to do delivery, which they weren't allowed to do before. So things are
Yeah.
happening. A lot of cannabis companies are just like reporting like record year over year sales, but that was because it was the Costco effect, right? It was people stocking up
Yeah.
before they weren't allowed to go
Yeah.
anywhere back in March. So
I mean, I played, I think I played NBev once and I got out just by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Tilray once I played it, but I mean, these were just really short term trades. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, the sector's been down. Who knows though? It may turn around. I don't know, a lot of competition out there, a lot in the black market. We've talked about this repeated number of times. 357 here. We spiked up to 44 and a quarter. A little bit of selling going on. Going to look and see. Did you see the imbalances yet?
Oh, I actually didn't really
Yeah,
look.
look.
Let me see if I can find a number for you real fast.
Yeah.
Uh, mm, I don't
Hmm.
see any that jump.
Yeah.
I see 2.5 billion to buy.
Yeah, that was a nice pop there. I was way under with my thing, but you could tell, nice pop. Trend day. Hey, you don't want to miss out on the overnight rally tonight, right? So they're buying. They're
Oh,
buying.
I thought we weren't doing that anymore. I guess we're back. There's only
Yeah, well,
one.
one day you took a break. One day, right? Or did we? What about? Oh, yesterday we were up though. Yesterday we have an overnight rally, and then JP crushed it. Was saying that with talking about the market. So, all right. So looks like we're gonna close right here around this area. Going final 2 minutes. Anything else you want to cover?
No, I mean, just what an unpredictable day. Just not the day that a lot of people. I mean, not the day that we expected or that Dennis expected. But the thing about trading is Dennis always says you got to be able to pivot. You got to be able to change your mind really fast. So
Yep.
I'm sure he was able to do that this morning when the market reversed. Although it didn't reverse right away. It took like an hour, right, or an hour and a half for the market
I
to really.
do remember him saying he did disclose that he was short the Wells Fargo, but he said he was covering it on the open.
Yeah.
And I remember
Yeah.
him saying that. So 22.13 open, 22.02 low. Wells Fargo looks like it's going to close here right around $24. You got your 13 Fs coming out. Good, beyond a good day in the market. Coming up from that area, from the 27.16 a quarter area, closing strong on the green, in the green. We'll see if we get some follow through, get some good earnings reports and whatnot, and
Yeah.
see if we get this
All
rally
right.
can continue tomorrow.
All right, another weekly jobless claims and another rally. I think that's the takeaway. That's the correlation I'm seeing today. So, yeah, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us for the past few minutes. Please remember all the information from this broadcast are meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. We are at the close right now. So, yeah, what Joel said, a surprisingly good day for the market. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning. In the meantime, everyone have a great rest of your Thursday. And wherever you are, stay safe.